Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today to break down Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, featuring the immortal weapons, of course, being the next raid team coming to Marvel Strike Force. So you can see weapons of choice featuring Swordmaster here as well in the visuals, but you can see ancient power passed down, stolen, reborn, now united to create a squad of undeniable power with the immortal weapons. From the hidden cities of legend to the battlefields of modern war, 5 masters rise once more. And then in addition to that, remember, we saw the teasers in game that both the Iron Fists that are currently in the game will receive upgrades and reworks, in addition to Steel Serpent, Swordmaster, and as well as Lady Bullseye. So official confirmation here, you can see the Mystic Raid Arsenal, their primary mission is going to be helping out as part of the daily raid requirements, but as well, they're going to have some value in War and Cosmic Crucible, given some unique kits that we can obviously see some value in other game modes, which is pretty massive. I also like the fact, in case you guys missed my earlier video, is that there is going to be a Thunderbolts and a Mighty Avengers tag to one of these characters for each of them respectively. And yeah, I just love the fact that there's going to be opportunities to theorycraft, and they've been doing this more and more. More excitedly as well, because obviously it opens more doors for future opportunities. I think more recently, with the Zazo being classified as a curse, we have Rachel Summers having that value on obviously the Immortal X-Men as well. So yeah, really cool stuff. Okay, let's talk about some of the unique things that they'll be doing though, and I love these summaries because it gives you a snapshot preview of what these characters are going to be, finding value in, and how they're going to thrive in these new worlds. You can see each of these characters, they have a unique way to kind of exploit certain conditions or weaknesses from the enemies, and this is where you can see how valuable they'll be, right? So for example, Steel Serpent, he's going to punish enemies with slow, and if they have a lot, thanks to his basic and special abilities. His ultimate is also going to be the heavy hitter that clears the barrier and then dices up his foes for damage that increases per negative on his target. So not the flashiest one, because we've seen a couple of characters in the game that have that, but obviously it means that the more debuffs, slows, obviously that's going to be more damage. So you want to focus on how he's going to be, maximizing that damage output. In my opinion, and based on kind of what we already saw in the previews and the other content being circulated, I think Swordmaster is going to be the most important character. He's definitely going to be the most fan favorite, of course. Just given how cool he is as a unique addition to the game, right? He's cutting up his enemies with defense down, and then when enemies with defense down attack, he also heals his respective immortal weapon allies, and as well in raids, always generating ability energy. His ultimate also being a battle breaker that clears barrier and stuns. And not just that, it's going to be able to clear a lot of positive effects, as we kind of saw from the previews, especially given raid and war value. So something to look out for there as well. And then lastly, guys, we got Lady Bullseye, another loser of a voter poll, but Marvel Strike Force has shown resilience that just because you've lost the poll, these characters don't lose the opportunity to be added into the game. So it means they just really want her in the game. Obviously, I think the choice was for her to be a part of the Thunderbolts team. I believe that was the vote that she was in. Anyways, regardless, yeah, she's back now. So hits foes with offense down, her special, and on crit with her basic isolate attack. When one or more enemies with offense down are also attacked, she will attack the primary target of the initial attack. Her kit also grants additional crit chance and damage for immortal weapons, in addition to Thunderbolts, along with reducing the crit chance of her enemies. So that's why it's going to be very, very interesting to see, how she gets slotted in as Thunderbolts, and if you plan to use her as well in place of another character for respectively even the Bile Raid section, right? Yeah, so that remains to be seen. Or even just like, she may not be allowed even to be part of that Bile Raid section, because they might just say Thunderbolts only. If that's the case, then it's going to be more so outside of the raid game mode. So just keep that in mind. Anywho, theory crafting possibilities is what I mentioned earlier. Swordmaster, Lady Bullseye, they do have traits that give them additional options. Swordmaster is going to be classified as Mighty Avengers, and then we also have Lady Bullseye being part of Thunderbolts. And then as well, they always like to do this just to show you the significant increase and changes, right? So Iron Fist, you can see he is getting a massive revision, even actually increase to his base speed. So this is going to be very helpful, because he was one of the slowest characters on the Defenders team. Heroes for Hire, so now there's a little bit more value to be had. He's also going to be classified as more of that pseudo tank role, because if you keep in mind, there's not really a protector taunt character on this. So that's what they've done with him, right? I believe they've added that mark here as part of, maybe even part of his passive. Let's take a look. On turn, chance to heal and in return. And then as well, there's going to be some reduction there. And then, yeah, this is what's new, right? There's going to be gaining charges per immortal weapon ally. He's going to be healing once again. And then right here, if this character has 3 or more immortal weapons, he gains taunt for 2 turns. So that's going to help give a little bit of protection on the team. Iron Fist World War II, a newer character as compared to Iron Fist originally. But you can see his stat reworks aren't as significant. But he's going to be able to kind of, extend some of the conditions being placed with his new team. Actually, not as much rework being done in World War II, but as well, he's going to also allow for more additional healing because his kit was actually pretty good. It's just more so now tweaking him and getting him statistically more relevant, guys. So there you have it. Pretty exciting addition to the game. This may very well have, as significant of an impact as the Vigilante team that first came out earlier this year, where they can be utilized across the board. So I'm excited to see what the gameplay is going to look like, but it's nice that they're going to be required as a raid team because most of us will have them built up, which means naturally we're going to have a lot of value from this team. And don't forget, they are the first official team of Chapter 3. So there's going to be tons and tons of use cases for them. And with them being raid, it just means we're just going to be pushing ultimate value here for this. So there you guys have it. Do let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys pumped? Are you guys not? I know I'm super excited for Swordmaster and getting my hands on him to see what he can do with different teams across the board in Marvel Strike Force. Do let me know, guys. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.